In the bustling city of New York, where towering skyscrapers cast long shadows over the streets below, lived two young people whose worlds were as different as night and day. Isabelle Harrington was the daughter of one of the city's most influential families, living in a lavish penthouse that overlooked Central Park. Her life was a tapestry of high society parties, luxury, and privilege. Conversely, across town, in a modest neighborhood in Brooklyn, lived Ethan Ramirez, a young man from a working-class family struggling to make ends meet. Isabelle's days were filled with social events, art galleries, and charity galas. Her family's wealth had afforded her the best education, the finest clothes, and the opportunity to live a life of comfort and ease. Ethan, on the other hand, worked multiple jobs to help support his family. He spent his days at a local diner and his evenings studying at the library, dreaming of a better future despite the weight of his circumstances. Their worlds collided one crisp autumn afternoon during a charity event organized by Isabelle's family. The event aimed to raise funds for underprivileged youth, and among the guests was a silent auction featuring various art pieces and experiences. Ethan, having received a ticket to the event through a community outreach program, was there to volunteer and help out. While Ethan was busy setting up tables and organizing the auction items, Isabelle noticed him from across the room. She was struck by his earnest dedication and the way he seemed out of place among the city's elite. Curious, she approached him. "Hi, I'm Isabelle," she said with a warm smile. "You're doing a great job here." Ethan, caught off guard, was momentarily at a loss for words. "Thank you. I'm Ethan." Their initial conversation was polite but brief. Over the following weeks, their paths crossed more frequently as Isabelle visited the charity center and Ethan continued to volunteer. Isabelle began to learn more about Ethan's life, his dreams of becoming an architect, his family struggles, and his unwavering determination. In return, Ethan discovered Isabelle's deep passion for art and philanthropy, as well as her desire to make a difference in the world beyond her privileged bubble. One day, Isabelle invited Ethan to a gallery opening, an event he could never have afforded. She was eager to show him a side of the world he had only read about in books. The evening was magical, with paintings that captured the essence of human emotion and grandeur. Ethan was mesmerized, not just by the art, but by the experience of being in a world so different from his own. As their friendship deepened, Ethan began to see Isabelle's world through new eyes, and Isabelle came to appreciate Ethan's grounded perspective and resilience. They spent hours discussing their dreams and frustrations, finding common ground in their aspirations despite their disparate backgrounds. However, their growing bond did not go unnoticed. Isabelle's family, accustomed to their social circles and the expectations of high society, were wary of her new friendship with Ethan. They questioned the propriety of their relationship, and whispers of disapproval began to spread among their acquaintances. Despite the pressure from both their worlds, Isabelle and Ethan continued to support each other. Isabelle helped Ethan with his college applications, while Ethan provided Isabelle with a perspective on life that was both refreshing and enlightening. Their relationship grew stronger, built on mutual respect and a deep connection. But as graduation approached, Ethan faced a critical choice: a promising job offer in another city, or staying in New York to be with Isabelle. He struggled with the decision, knowing that his departure would mean leaving behind the girl who had become his closest friend and confidant. Isabelle, sensing Ethan's dilemma, urged him to follow his dreams. You have to do what's best for your future, Ethan. I'll always support you, no matter where life takes us." With a heavy heart, Ethan accepted the job offer and moved away, leaving New York and Isabelle behind. The distance was challenging, and they both felt the strain of their separation. They continued to stay in touch through letters and phone calls, each update a blend of joy and sadness as they navigated their new paths. Months turned into years. Isabelle became a dedicated philanthropist, using her wealth and influence to support causes close to her heart. Ethan, meanwhile, found success in his architectural career, working on projects that transformed communities. Despite the miles between them, their bond never faded. They occasionally visited each other, their reunions filled with a bittersweet mix of nostalgia and hope. Their love story had not followed the path they had initially envisioned, but it had taught them valuable lessons about the importance of following one's heart and pursuing dreams. Eventually, Isabelle and Ethan found a balance, carving out a place where their worlds could intersect. They worked together on projects that bridged the gap between their two worlds, using their combined resources and talents to make a positive impact. Their story, though marked by challenges and separation, was a testament to the power of love and the courage to chase one's dreams. Isabelle and Ethan proved that even in a world divided by wealth and circumstance, genuine connection and shared aspirations could bridge the deepest divides.